Hello, Stacy. I appreciate the time that we've had to sit down together. I actually really appreciate the time that you've kind of gone over your company and told me a little bit about how you operate. And now I look forward to the opportunity to kind of talk to you a little bit about how Powder Insurance operates and how we're a unique agency. We're quite a bit different than your typical agent. And to do this, we have what's called an executive briefing. This is really an opportunity for us to tell you a little bit about some of, number one, the problems that are out in the industry. Number two, some of the ways that we answer those problems. We'll discuss at that point what we can do to fix those problems for you. And number four, we'll see if it's a fit in moving forward and helping you reduce your total cost of risk. What we found in the industry is a lot of problems, and this is kind of a nice illustration. Your typical agent is very good at finding insurance. They're very good at getting out to the markets and finding options for you for your insurance. They're also very good at providing service for you. What we found, though, is that they're missing about half of the pie. In other words, this is a very reactive stance. In other words, they're reacting to the claims, to the costs that would raise your insurance premiums, that would really hurt your bottom line. And so as an agency, we see that there's a lot of problems out there in the independent insurance world. Our response to this is we're very much more of a proactive agency. We still are very efficient at finding the proper coverage. We're very good at traditional services, getting you certificates, making sure you have the proper coverage in place, making sure vehicles are added, drivers are added. But we pride ourselves in being much more proactive. What this does for you is it does two things. Number one, it reduces your total cost of risk, but also it makes you a lot more attractive to insurance carriers. When insurance carriers see that you're proactive on your risks, on your exposures within the business, they're much more willing to bend over backwards for you and give you the best pricing, the best programs. And so we here at Powder look forward to being much more of a trusted advisor within your company. And that's a little bit about the role of the agent and how Powder Insurance responds. What we do is we do a 123-point audit. This is how we're a little bit more unique and how we're more reactive, proactive, sorry about that. We're much more proactive with our insureds, with our clients. When we come out, we do a 120-point audit that isolates the things that you guys do really well and the things that you need a little bit of work on, and we help put these things in place over a 3-year plan, because that's actually how insurance companies look at you. They look at a 3-year snapshot of their losses, their claims history, and they judge you according to those losses. We found if we're more proactive with those claims and loss histories, that we can get a lot better programs out of our insurance carriers, and we can manage our risk a whole lot better. That's what we do here at Powder Insurance. Now, once we do that audit, we come out and we show you a risk reduction plan. That risk reduction plan sounds like a lot, 123 points. What we do is we parse it down to the 3 or 4 things we need to isolate each and every year, and we map that out over 3 years so that by that time frame, we've made ourselves look much more attractive to our insurance carriers. Now, some of the examples of some of the things that we do, these are some of the values that we bring to the puzzle when it comes to hiring us as their trusted advisors. We do everything from HR services to OSHA reviews, loss control services, claim services. One of the things that we help do is we review websites. What we found is that underwriters, the first places they'll go to get a snapshot of a business is go to the websites. Those websites tell a story about the business. Is it true the story you want your underwriters to see? What we do is we help you parse and find out the things that are necessary on a website and what are superfluous, what can hurt you, what can damage you in the premium arena. Another thing that we do is OSHA reviews. If you've had claims history, if you've had workers' comp issues, we can come out and help propose a program to help you eliminate those through an OSHA review system. It helps you eliminate some of the problems that you come up to against OSHA. This is a nice little snapshot, Stacy, that kind of goes through our 4-step unique program. Once again, we're not the typical agent where we give you a quote and then we see you for next year. We're much more proactive in that we sit down, we discover. And that's really what I want to do, is in our next meeting, I want to have a sit down for an hour where we go through 123 points. It sounds like a lot, but I'll be able to ask questions specific to your business to see what your strengths and weaknesses are. From that, I will go and design a program, and then I'll come out and show you how this program can help you. Once again, reduce your total cost of risk. At that point, we'll decide right then and there if we're a fit, if we would work well together in reducing your total cost of risk and helping you get the most out of your insurance dollar. At that point, if that's something that you want to do, then we would go into an implementation phase. You would hire us as your agent, and we would go through and implement through a 3-year process the steps that we've designed in our overall total reduction plan, risk reduction plan. Is there any questions so far?
No.
Excellent. What we found, this is a great